Welcome, Boomer friend. There's three bugaboos about the average aging brain, one of which is speed. We're just not thinking as quick or on our feet as we once did when we were younger. The second thing is that an aging brain needs to reorganize its neural net. So sometimes that means that we're building new connections in our brain and the old ways of thinking don't really work as well. The third thing is memory. Our memory is probably not, for most of us, what it once was. Those look pretty bad, right? Well, for people with dementia, of course, I want to certainly say those can be very, very life-altering and negative. But let's look at the average aging brain. Yes, they're not easy to accept sometimes, but let's not think that they're all that negative, because as nature takes away, it also gives. I like the analogy for aging that as the sun sets, it allows us to see the stars. Perhaps those three bugaboos are the sun setting, but let's look at the stars. Okay, let's look first at slowing. Slowing down is not a bad thing. When you can slow down, take a breath, you can give more of a contemplative response. Most things in life do not need to be completed in a beat-the-clock fashion. Having greater time to mull things over, to come up with a response, can give you a better answer and a better way of looking at things than a quick reaction. Now let's look at the second, which is the neural net needing to be reformed. What happens is that sometimes things that were accomplished by the left brain, now the neural net will kind of reroute that, so it's pulling in the right brain. Older adults tend to have a more balanced left brain and right brain, and that's because of the reorganization of the neural net. Positive aging literature uses the acronym HAROLD, Hemispheric Asymmetric Reduction in Older Adults. What that means is if you were predominantly a left brain thinker or a right brain thinker, you become much more balanced in your thinking as a result of this reorganization of your neural net. That allows you to combine your head and your heart to integrate them in your approach to life and your decisions. And the third one, memory. Well, here's the good news on memory. When memory starts to go for many of us and we lose a lot of things, we're really often first losing the details. We're losing the minutia, the inconsequential. And when that falls away, what is left is a broader and better understanding of the whole, of the patterns of what's really going on and what really was occurring. And life becomes kind of a connect the dots, where you can see patterns in your behavior, patterns in the circumstances you come across. Even though it may be very disparate circumstances or events, you can see the commonalities when the inconsequential details fall away. The reason I'm bringing up the positives of the three traditional aging negatives, it's important that we know these, because our attitude toward aging matters. Researchers are saying that a positive attitude toward aging is incredibly beneficial for aging successfully. Thank you for tuning into my OK Boomer Friend channel, where I provide information and insights to assist with aging and retirement.